video by Diddy.
What apology video? He didn't apologize, bruh. He did not apologize. You know, if he was gonna apologize, he should apologize to Miss Wallace. That should have been the first person that he should apologize. No. He should apologize to Misa. He should apologize to Kim. He should apologize to Miss Wallace. He should apologize to Wolf's mother, Miss Jones. That was not an apology, bruh. That was somebody saying, I'm upset, or I'm mad, or it's bad, or it's effed up that I got caught. That's what that was about, bruh. That was if that was an apology, that was the most, what they call it, ingenuous. I guess that's the word. I'm messing it up, but whatever. That was phony and baloney on a pickle sandwich. I could say that a whole lot better, because it was not an apology, man.
At this point, Sean Diddy Combs should just leave God and mercy out of his supposed apologies.
Many of Sean Combs' renowned colleagues from the industry have spoken out against the footage of the hip-hop mogul beating and kicking singer Cassie Ventura in a hotel hallway, calling on the authorities to punish Combs severely.
Joshua, I actually am surprised that he took this step, but he's not sorry. He's sorry he got caught. That's why he made this step, in my opinion. You know, he went so far as to pay the hotel to keep this video quiet. So I don't believe he's sorry. If he was sorry, this is something he would have admitted to right away. And as you mentioned before, this is something that he has vehemently denied in the past.
All the way from 50 Cent to Emily Ratajkowski, P. Diddy is taking a beating from Hollywood's elite. And honestly, there's absolutely nothing to feel bad about it.
Bro, I wasn't surprised at all, bro. Because when I seen him, he had a towel on. Why he always in a towel? When I seen the man, he was in a towel like that. That's what I'm looking like. Man, hold on, bro. It's not even that late. You feel me? Like, why you got a towel on? And when I seen him with the vampire guys like this, I'm instantly like, oh, okay, you feel me? I'm not shocked at all, bro. Not shocked, bro. It's a lot of dudes shaking in their boots right now. For sure, bro. Cause it's a hustle people don't know about.
Take a look. As shocking as it is, the hip-hop mogul was accused of rape and a decade-long pattern of abuse by Cassie, who experienced the assaults when she was 19 years old, in a federal court lawsuit that was filed on November 16th of last year. The R&B singer accuses, among other things, sex trafficking, human trafficking, sexual battery, sexual assault, and gender-motivated violence.
For what he did and how he did it, I didn't see an apology. You know, he may have used the word, I apologize. For what? He never admitted that he say the video. So if you didn't see the video, you don't know what he's apologizing.
Because you don't want people judging you because you're a prominent figure. So if he couldn't control himself in public, imagine what the he did to that girl in the room, my nigga. Any man that sit, dog, and say and try to justify, bro, because I don't want to sit on here. I don't call for no man execution, to be locked up, prosecution. But I'm calling for here. Do y'all fucking job, feds. Get this nigga up out of here. Tired of his fake ass out here flogging like he, man. Let that soft nigga see what prison feels like. I don't give a fuck if it's for a year. I just want that nigga to know God can touch you too, nigga.
For those of you unaware of her link to the rapper, she was previously signed to Bad Boy Records, Diddy's label. The lawsuit asserts that her encounter with him in 2005 marked the beginning of his domineering conduct, and from there onwards, everything hit the fan.
Now, if Puff needed some girls there who had girls that were working, you understand? Who, like, I got these guys here. You understand what I'm saying? I got these guys here, and I know they're gonna want girls that are gonna go to the hotel with them afterwards. These girls are the type of girls that as long as they paying or they getting paid, they gonna go with the guys because they know what the deal is anyway. You understand? And so Uncle Paulie might be, Uncle Paulie, Paul is probably one of the dudes that will get in touch with her and say, yo, have some of your girls come through. You understand what I'm saying? So at this one given time, Paul was also dealing with them BMF cats. You understand? He was dealing with the BMF cats. And everybody know what BMF was doing. So she was supplying them with her client. They were her clients. But if she's told to come to a bad boy party because they got certain people that they want to get, you know what I'm saying? They want to have sex with them or make sure they good and stuff like that. You know, that don't mean that they want drugs and nothing like that. They just want some company. So now if her girls don't need that stuff, she supplies her own girls with it.
Supposedly, after she inked a contract with Diddy's record company the next year, he exploited her home, car, clothes, and even her medical records as tools to keep her in his grip. Cassie claims that during a difficult period in her relationship with Diddy in 2011, she dated musician Kid Cudi, and the complaint states that Diddy went to extreme lengths to target Cudi. Fast forward to May 17th, yet another unseen surveillance video surfaced. According to the video acquired by CNN, Diddy brutally attacked Cassie in a hotel lobby in 2016. In an Instagram post 2 days later, he then expressed how truly sorry he was for the assault on Cassie. And, while we will get back to that in just a bit, here's how various famous celebrities feel about Diddy's violent behavior. Actress Emily Ratajkowski scribbled "monster" as a comment on the video on X after witnessing Diddy brutally attack the R&B singer. Sharing the footage, 50 Cent, real name Curtis Jackson, also sarcastically expressed, "Now I'm sure Puffy didn't do it. He is innocent. This proves nothing. This is what his lawyers are going to say. God help us all." Previously, Combs had released a statement in December of last year in which he denied the accusations and accused the people making them of looking for a quick payday. Using a screenshot of that, 50 mocked Diddy about lying through it all. Meanwhile, 50 also shared a statement from the Los Angeles Police Department that described the footage as extremely disturbing and difficult to watch, and clarified that the incident occurred should receive immediate legal intervention. Not too long after, Cassie Ventura's husband Alex Fine also took to Instagram to deliver a harsh statement targeting the hip-hop mogul titled "Letter to Women and Children," in which he denounced males who abuse women. According to Alex Fine, men who hit women aren't men. Men who enable it and protect those people aren't men. Hold the women in your life with the utmost regard. Men who hurt women hate women. In order to assist anyone in need, the personal trainer also provided the number of a domestic abuse hotline. Legal counsel for Ventura, meanwhile, has also pointed all their targets at Combs' apologies and called it pathetic. Then again, in an X post, U.S. singer and reality personality Aubrey O'Day, who had a working relationship with Combs, commented, "Diddy did not apologize to Cassie. He apologized to the world for seeing what he did. Leave God and mercy out of this. They aren't present here, and you know it."
Thing you could imagine why somebody would want to fire somebody.
Can you give us a little?
I wasn't willing to do what was expected of me. Not talent-wise, but in other areas.
And were other girls doing?
I was the only one that was in those types of positions.
Wow. When you look back on that, how?
You know, I have such a love-hate with it all because I don't think I would have been able to be so successful in so many other areas had I not been trained under Diddy. He was the hardest person that you can work for, and it was torture. And not the work part of it, but the other stuff. Mind games, like just all the girls were so divided, and the men and the people running it had their hands in it. moving everything. There was a lot of betrayal. There was a lot of lies. There was a lot of, you know, when you're young and impressionable and we understand our beauty as women through the eyes of the people observing us. Well, who's observing us? Men. So we learn our beauty through a man's eye, which is very subjective. So it's difficult when you're that young to understand your worth as a woman through the men that I was around, and that was very traumatic. I don't think any of us have healed from that. Diddy would be like, you're not hot anymore, like what happened? You don't have anything, like you don't have any curves. You're looking like you're not looking like, I can't get people to think that you're my good looking person. And there was no Me Too at that time. There was no protecting anyone at that time. You signed a million NDAs and a million contracts that took away all your rights. So you really were operating.
Also, activist and Who's the Boss star Alyssa Milano took to her X page claiming, between the devastating Diddy video, Harvey Weinstein having his conviction overturned, the asshole NFL kicker guy, and having our bodily autonomy taken away, this is why we choose the bear every damn time. And if that wasn't enough hate for Diddy, Charlemagne the God, host of The Breakfast Club and a prominent figure in the radio industry, ripped Diddy to shreds less than 2 weeks after the rapper defended the history of Bad Boy Records founder. According to him, can't believe anything that comes out of Diddy's mouth. He's not sorry, he's sorry he got caught. He's sorry that the video leaked, okay? If that video hadn't come out, he'd still be lying right now. And even though there is no real clarity over it happening, Mayor Eric Adams of New York City has hinted that he would take back Diddy's key to the city, which he received in 2023 for his musical achievements. Not to forget, fresh from the Cannes red carpet, singer Christina Milian exclusively revealed that the video sheds light that this happens more often, and that her heart goes out to her. Christina Milian revealed, she's actually a friend of mine, and so for her and her family, I would love in my part to protect their privacy. But I also do believe that I have a lot of love for her, and I'm wishing her best, especially going through something so public. She added, I absolutely think it's important for victims of domestic violence to speak up. I think for years many have, and I think it's important they continue to so that we can stop it. I love that they're gonna make us put a stop to any kind of horrific abuse. Apart from that, following the release of unsettling footage showing rapper and record mogul Sean Diddy Combs acting violently, the workout startup Peloton has suspended all programming utilizing Combs' music and entertainment. Moving forward, Tiffany Red, a singer-songwriter, has also issued an open letter to Diddy, lending credence to Cassie's assertions. During the 2015 session when Red was penning an album that Diddy never released, the two became close. According to Red, Diddy allegedly swore and cursed at Cassie during her 29th birthday party, and the musician was also present at the celebration. A drunken Cassie was then allegedly dragged to a freak-off by the rapper in the middle of the night after his verbal abuse interrupted karaoke with friends, according to Red. She went on to say that Cassie confided in her about the physical abuse twice. As a result, the way Diddy treated her and her buddy set off a chain reaction of anxiety, paranoia, and post-traumatic stress disorder. The recently released video prompted Keisha to allegedly alter the lyrics of her 2009 top-charting single TikTok. The lyrics, which formerly started as "Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy," are now changed to "Wake up in the morning feeling like me." But how did Cassie get herself into such a terrible situation? Sean Combs, better known as Diddy, along with his affiliated companies Bad Boy Entertainment, Epic Records, Bad Boy Records, Combs Enterprises, and Docor are all listed in the lawsuit, suggesting extensive involvement in the accusations listed by Cassie. Now, among the many forms of abuse that Diddy is accused of committing include rape, violence, and forced sex activities with male sex workers. In the lawsuit, Cassie paints the mogul, who was both the CEO of her former label and her personal boyfriend at the time, as a textbook abuser who lured her into a relationship that she thought would be protective and paternal, but which turned out to be sexually uneven and violent. By allegedly burning up a man's car, dangling her over a 17th-floor balcony, and ordering her to carry his revolver in her purse, Diddy was able to keep her under his control. Fearing that going to the police would merely give Mr. Combs another excuse to hurt her, she never did. Obviously, Diddy has refuted all such claims until now. Then again, Sean Diddy Combs subjected Cassie to his violent behavior and disturbed demands for over a decade, according to the lawsuit. The dark times were those spent trapped by Mr. Combs in a cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking, the lawsuit states. The young star allegedly became entangled in Diddy's drug-fueled, jet-setting lifestyle shortly after Diddy's makeup artist mentioned that he was interested in Cassie in 2006. Rumor also has it that once they started dating, Diddy and his associates micromanaged her. Those associated with Bad Boy Records' founder allegedly ignored physical assault, according to the lawsuit. The lawsuit stated, "Beatings were witnessed by Mr. Combs' staff and employees, but no one spoke out against their terrifying and violent boss." Cassie claimed she never went to the authorities because she thought it would give Diddy an excuse to hurt her. Then, in 2009, he allegedly kicked her multiple times in the face, causing her to bleed, and had his staff hide her in a hotel room. Workers for Mr. Combs' enterprises pleaded with her to come back to him, and every time she hid, she was discovered by his extensive network of firms and linked entities, according to the lawsuit. A lot of people even said it would be bad for her career if she didn't get back together with Mr. Combs. At the same time, the lawsuit claims that while Cassie was in a relationship with Diddy, she also had suicidal thoughts, memory loss, and excessive drug usage. One case where Diddy received Cassie's MRI results directly is cited in the court documents as only the tip of everything Diddy subjected Cassie to. Down the line, Cassie accuses Diddy of coercing her into freak-offs, an arrangement where she was coerced into planning and executing sex acts with male sex workers while he masturbated. According to the lawsuit, the encounters persisted for a long time and took place at posh hotels all throughout the country, sometimes as frequently as once a week. Photos and videos of the encounters were also taken by Diddy. Despite Cassie's best efforts, she was unable to remove videos captured on her phone. On one occasion, she was even made to view footage from a flight that she had deleted. Later on, Cassie attempted to flee after Diddy gave her a black eye, and the surveillance camera showed him smashing glass vases at her. According to reports, he allegedly paid a hotel $50,000 to delete the footage after a freak-off in 2016. Cassie revealed that she became addicted to drugs after using large quantities of ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and alcohol in excessive amounts in order to disassociate during these traumatic experiences.
I said that he was putting things into the drinks. He was making people take tequila shots that was laced with certain drugs that enticed people to want to have sex and everything. This is part of the complaint that the people around him are saying. This is a thing that Jonathan Obi was saying. This is the thing that Cassie was saying. I never said that because I wasn't around them during them times. So based on the information that we have from the 3 people that made complaints against him that we know of, they said that he had done that in the past, according to them, and according to the court documents that we know of.
Claiming retribution for Kid Cudi's 2012 romance with Cassie, the Up Up and Away rapper allegedly had Diddy detonate explosives in his vehicle. It was once believed that Diddy would go after him. Roughly at that time, the lawsuit states, Kid Cudi's car went boom in his driveway. Cudi, via his representative, corroborated Cassie's story. This is all true, he later informed various media outlets. Not to forget, even when Cassie repeatedly said no and tried to push him away when Diddy broke into her home and assaulted her in 2018, nothing seemed to have worked for her. Luckily, Cassie ended their relationship. In 2019, she severed ties with Bad Boy. And of course, one day after Cassie filed the case, there was also this whole settlement thing where the parties involved didn't reveal the details of the deal. A statement from Diddy read, "We have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love." Essentially, Diddy spared himself the possibility of fresh, potentially damaging material being made public during legal discovery by settling out of court. To clarify, Ben Brafman, Diddy's lawyer, stated on November 20th of last year that settling a lawsuit, particularly in 2023, is not an admission of wrongdoing. Just so we're clear, a decision to settle a lawsuit, especially in 2023, is in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of the claims. He is happy they got to a mutual settlement and wishes Miss Ventura the best. And if you think Cassie is the only victim, you have got it all wrong. After Cassie sued Diddy for sexual assault, an inflow of other women followed suit, suing him in quick succession. 5 more victims have come forward as of this moment, making identical accusations against the now sacked CEO. Between September 2022 and November 2023, while working on the Love album, producer Lil Rod sued Diddy for a variety of accusations, including sexual assault and sex trafficking. The lawsuit was filed on March 4th this year, among others. The producer's legal team has labeled Diddy's bad boy empire a RICO enterprise, since it protected neither employees nor associates from the infamous mogul. Jones claims that Diddy failed to pay him for his contributions to the record. Secondly, a lady who was trafficked across state lines in 2003 was allegedly gang-raped by Diddy, Bad Boy Records CEO Harve Pierre, and a third assailant when she was 17 years old, according to a lawsuit she filed with the Southern District Court of New York on December 6th. Miss Doe was inspired to share her story after witnessing 2 other women fearlessly testify against Mr. Combs and Mr. Pierre, the accuser's lawyers stated in a December filing. In court records submitted on February 20th, Diddy's attorneys disputed the allegations, stating that their client never participated in, witnessed, or was or is presently aware of any misconduct, sexual or otherwise, about the plaintiff. On December 21st, their formal appearances were filed in response to this matter. Still, Combs was the target of 3 lawsuits, 2 of which accused him of sexual assault, and the third of negligence and workplace violence on the part of his company. The first originates from a former student at Syracuse University who claims he drugged and sexually assaulted a woman, filmed the incident, and then sold the footage as revenge porn, according to the lawsuit. In the second, the plaintiff and her friend are alleged victims of rape and abuse in 1990 and 1991 at the hands of him and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall. According to reports, Combs returned to the victim's home days after the alleged sexual assault and brutally abused her and her family. In a sexual assault and workplace harassment case, a woman also named Pierre and Diddy's businesses. The woman claimed that Pierre engaged in a year-long pattern of grooming that turned violent on multiple occasions between 2016 and 2017. Not to forget, following the initial disclosure of Cassie's lawsuit, further accusations appeared. Alleged incidents of physical abuse were recounted in an interview with Virginia V that took place in 2019. The CEO was accused by Diddy's ex-girlfriend of stomping on her tummy, punching her, and attempting to pay her to abort their child in a conversation with the notorious internet personality Tasha K. Gina Hune, also known as Virginia V, asserted that her attacker stomped on her stomach really hard, nearly rendering her breathless. According to her, "I couldn't breathe. He kept hitting me. I was pleading to him, 'Can you just stop? I can't breathe.'" She added that everyone around Diddy allowed the abuse to occur. "He was mentally, emotionally, and physically abusing me. He would always compare me to Cassie and tell me that I'm the bad one. She's a good one." Following that, in 2017, Cindy Ruella, Diddy's ex-personal chef, launched a lawsuit against him, alleging retaliation, sexual harassment, and non-payment of overtime. The guys would be naked during the post-coital dinners, which Ruella said Diddy routinely requested her to prepare for him and his associates immediately following sexual activity. Ruella also claimed that Diddy had asked her if she loved his body. Yet soon after, he and Ruella reached a settlement in 2019. According to various news sources, Federal officials recently raided Diddy's houses in Miami and Los Angeles on March 25th as part of an alleged sex trafficking investigation. It appears that Justin and King, Diddy's sons, were handcuffed during the search in Los Angeles, but Diddy himself was absent throughout the raids. Rumor has it that TMZ caught the executive pacing around the Miami airport. On the same day, Diddy's private plane touched down in Antigua and Barbuda, although he wasn't a passenger. And naturally, Diddy's apology and the issuance of such a delicate statement in public following decades of abuse has backfired. In fact, he never once apologizes to Ventura or even mentions her name in the brief video. He appears to be solely apologizing in response to the public at large and the most recent outrage he has seen. Of course, his army of devoted followers thinks he's merely issuing this theatrical apology in response to his public relations disaster. Although Combs had consistently disputed Ventura's claims for the last 6 months, he now seems to be changing his tune after seeing this new caught-in-the-act video. All in all, the once beloved singer and producer has once again proven that he can't control himself with this newest, very blonde act. Given Diddy's history of publicly attacking his accusers in writing, it is difficult to take him seriously anymore. So, if anything makes sense, rapper Sean Diddy Combs should either stop using social media or hush those lips until something else happens, because everything he says after this will just intensify and further complicate the situation. That's all for today's video, guys. Let us know your take on everything in the comments below. To catch us again, simply smash the bell icon.